Alright guys, I just thought I'd do another video. Today I'm going to be doing a video on Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, if you don't know what it is, firstly, what rock are you living under? And secondly, it's a game that was created by a company called Niantic back in the summer of 2016. The game pretty much exploded in popularity, like quite a lot, by quite a lot. It's it's a very popular game. It still is to this very day. And I just thought today I would do a video on an event that's just ended in it. So the event I'm going to be talking about is the Celebrate Unova event. Basically, I think the reason they're bringing out these celebration events is because Pokemon is nearing its 25th anniversary. Um, so it's so I think it's a pretty good time to do these sorts of events. There's going to be a huge Kanto event coming in February. So I'm very excited for that. However, question is the first event leading up to it going to make the Kanto event worth the hype? Well, let's find out, shall we? So there's going to be like a few sections in the video that I'm going to be going over before I get to my final opinions, my overall opinions and rating. Basically, I'm going to be talking about the key points in the description. That was on their news article. And I'm also going to give my thoughts and opinions on the raid bosses at the time. I'm also going to give my thoughts and opinions on the Spotlight Hour. And I'm also going to be talking about my issues and praises for the event. So it's pretty straightforward, and then after that, of course, I will give my overall opinions and rating to the event. So firstly, I'm just going to talk about the description. I'm currently on the news article now. Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, Lillipup, etc. were featured. If you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny Snivy. I do have issues with that, but I'll go over to that when I get to the praises and issues section. Snivy, Tepig, Timber, Dwebble, and Clink would be appearing in 1-star raids. Of course, I needed Snivy and Dwebble out of those 4, so shiny. So that was pretty good. Herdia, Tranquil, Excadrill, and Amoonguss would be appearing in, have appeared in 3-star raids. No shiny possibilities, so we'll skip that one. Genesect will be appearing with its burn drive in the raids. Unfortunately, its shiny form wasn't released, which I will also talk about. Mega Charizard Y, Mega Blastoise, and Mega Abomasnow appeared in Mega Raids, which I think were pretty solid choices. And yeah, and also look out for the collection challenges, which is where you have to catch all the Pokemon that the collection challenges told you to catch, and then once you completed that, you would get a medal to say that you completed it. I completed it, of course, on the first day. It was pretty difficult, but yeah. Again, more thoughts on that later. So that's the description of the event. I would say everything that this description mentioned has happened. I mean, it also said like about the researchers and stuff as well, and the egg drops. Yeah, all of that happened. So yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up for that one. now I'm going to be giving my thoughts and opinions on the raid bosses. Um, so I'm going to start from tier 1 up until the megas and go up that way. So Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, Timber, Dwebble and Clink appeared in 1-star raids. Out of those lot, Snivy, Clink, Timber and Dwebble were possible shiny chances. And also out of those 4, Snivy and Dwebble were the only ones I needed. Of course, I didn't get either of those, which is a bit sad, honestly, but it's just what happens. It's RNG. But yeah, nothing too special. You can find those. I mean, you were able to find those in the wild, and well, apart from Clink and Dwebble, you could find those. Oh yeah, and Timber. You couldn't really find Snivy. You could find in the wild, but yeah. So yeah, that's tier 1. Yeah, it was all right. It's pretty useful. Tier 3, we've got Herdia, Tranquil, Excadrill, and Amoonguss, which were pretty dull because there are no shiny chances in that tier. So I'll skip straight past that one. Genesect holding a burn drive. Now, Genesect, if you've only been playing recently, that's actually appeared a few times in the game since its first release last year. It appeared in a special research. It appeared in a special research which I had to pay for back in March, and then it appeared in another special research in late May. So and then it also appeared in another. It also appeared in raids in August. So this is actually the second time Genesect has appeared in raids, and the 4th time it's appeared in the game overall. However, this particular time, its shiny form didn't release. When they were in raids last time, they released its shiny form, which was pretty exciting. I love its shiny form. However, they decided not to release it this time around, which is a bit weird, especially considering the other legendary raid bosses that are going to be featured in the in these 4 chainer events are going to be shiny possibilities. So it's pretty weird that they decided not to make Genesect a shiny chance. But however, I won't complain too much though, because Genesect is pretty useful on the competitive side of things. I think they're also useful against a couple of raid bosses as well. So I think it's okay. It's sad obviously that they didn't decide to release its shiny form, but I don't mind that too much. I'm fine with that. It is the number 1 bug type, non-mega, non-shadow bug type in the game. So and it's also a good counter against Giovanni's team as well. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So on to megas. I think they made a pretty solid choices on megas. Mega Charizard White, as you know, is the best fire type Pokemon in the game. So I don't think I have to explain why that was a good choice. And also, it was easy to do as well. So with like at least 2 people, if you had the right counters, obviously. So Blastoise, I didn't do many Mega Blastoise raids because it's too hard to do. You need a lot of people to do that one. I think, I could be wrong though, I think Mega Blastoise is still number 1 water type in the game, ahead of Kyogre, which is pretty good as well. I'm just going to double check now if I have my facts straight. Yes, it is. It's still number 1 water type in the game. That's another good choice there. Mega Abomasnow, while it isn't the best ice or grass type Pokemon in the game, it is, however, in the top 5 in terms of ice types. behind Shadow Weavile and Galarian Darmanitan. So it's still a pretty good ice type mega to use on your team if Rayquaza comes back out in raids. So yeah, again another solid choice. I've maxed out on energy on Abomasnow, so, and I've also got its shiny form, which I got lucky at 96%. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. So that's the raid bosses out of the way. Let's go on to Spotlight Hour. Lillipup Spotlight Hour, I didn't take part in all of. I only took part in about 75% of it. Overall, I don't think I've got anything to complain about apart from not getting the shiny. But of course, it is RNG. It's merely just a first world problem, really. Not something that will impact my overall opinion on the event. I thought the spawns were pretty good. I liked that it was double catch Stardust because I love those events where Stardust is a bonus. So Lillipup Spotlight Hour, thumbs up from me, as well as a thumbs up from raids as well. So on to issues and praises, right? So issues and praises. I will talk about what I have a problem with first. Firstly, shiny Snivy. I do think it was a brave decision of Niantic to release a shiny Snivy in a non-community day event. However, I have my issues with it because, and I think a lot of people do as well, because in the past they've only released shiny starter Pokemon during like a community day event. At least that was the trend from March 2018 to January of last year. However, not only did they stop the trend, did they not revive the trend, but also they decided to release the first shiny starter that wasn't in the random event. That's like it's just a bit silly. I think shiny Snivy should have been should have been a featured Pokemon in Community Day. That's just my opinion, of course. So I think it will come back in. I think it will have a Community Day eventually, but if they do that, however, I feel like it's going to cause issues for those that did get the shiny because it's going to be a pretty dull event for them. So unless they can bring out like some decent bonuses for Snivy Community Day, I don't think a lot of people will actually take part in it. So while I do think it was a brave decision of Niantic to release shiny Snivy in a non-community day event, I do also think it was a mistake on their part to release it when they did. So, how would I fix that? Basically, literally have a different Pokemon as the star Pokemon. Scraggy, that was a Pokemon that were featured in the event. Have that as the shiny star. Or if you've got something planned for Scraggy, like if you want to release it as like a Go Battle League sort of shiny, release Trubbish. But then again, Trubbish also has a bonus on at the minute where if you catch one, you get 750 Stardust. So I can sort of understand why they didn't decide to release shiny Trubbish. However, one Pokemon I do have on my mind, which, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have any bonuses. Granted, I didn't see any of it in the event, but I do think they should have done. Is Purloin, because Purloin you saw quite a lot of in the Black and White main series games. So I feel like that should have been I mean, maybe it was a popularity choice. I don't know, but I feel like maybe if Scraggy and Trubbish couldn't be the shiny Pokemon of choice, I feel like Purloin should have been. To be honest with you, literally any other Pokemon that isn't a starter would have been a better choice than Snivy, in my opinion. So that's arguably. I mean, and not only did they decide to release Shiny Snivy in the wild for the event, but the spawns for them were ridiculous, like in a bad way, ridiculous. Because um, I don't know if I don't know if Niantic are aware of this, but some countries are in lockdown. I mean, I know that some states in America might not be, but like uh, but we are still in a global pandemic. It's not particularly advisable or allowable in some countries to go outside at the minute. So I honestly think it was a baffling decision not to increase the spawns for the for the Pokemon that were featured in the event. Um, I feel like they should have increased the spawn rates for those Pokemon in Incensers, because the amount of Pokemon that were not featured in the events appearing in Incensers is honestly mind blowing for me, because I don't know how many Litleos and Fletchlings I've found on my incense instead of like Snivies or Lillipups. Honestly, honestly, Niantic, I hope that's an issue that is that's averted in the Sinnoh event, because quite honestly, I think you did a pretty poor job with spawns this time around. I mean, I suppose it's not entirely Niantic's fault there. I mean, but in a global pandemic where you're not really supposed to be going outside, you'd think that they would increase the spawn rates on incensers at the very least. So so that's an issue that I would but yeah, that's my opinion. That's how I think they should have fixed that. And also Genesect. Obviously, that, like I said, that was a minor complaint of Shiny Form not being out. Obviously, they should have released Shiny Genesect firstly. So that's something I would use to fix the issue if it were up to me. And also, what else? I think that's about it. Oh yeah, and also they should have featured at least one shiny Pokemon in Tier 3 raids as well. Um, Again, that is a minor complaint because not a lot of people really care about the Tier 3 raids anyway. But like, for those who were wanting to do 3-star raids, they could have put in at least one shiny Pokemon in there. Like, I don't think it would have mattered which one, but that's a minor. That's just another minor complaint there. I don't think it would. I don't think it would have changed the event any, like, regardless of what they did. So, you know what? It's fine that they didn't in that scenario. So the praises. I mean, there are some praises I'll give Niantic here. Um, Firstly, Lillipup Spotlight Hour. I think, despite me not getting the shiny, I do think that was a pretty. I do think that was a success. So so I'll praise Lillipup Spotlight Hour for that. And also Genesect being the star Pokemon. I know I said I've got issues with Genesect not having its shiny form released, but I do think they made a pretty solid choice having Genesect as the legendary of choice. I mean, obviously it's better than Kyurem, but I mean, they could have released like Reshiram or Zekrom, but I do understand why they didn't, because like, because I feel like they're planning something for those two. So so I do understand why they didn't decide. And also the three Swords of Justice. They've only recently been in raids, so So I can also understand why they didn't go for that. So Genesect I feel was a pretty solid choice. It's a good Pokemon overall in both in raids and also as a competitive. So yeah, I think they did made a pretty solid decision there. And any other praises that I would like to give? Well, I mean, I thought the grinding was pretty fun though as well, like the grinding of candy and stuff. Um, even though they weren't spawning as frequently, I did enjoy the grind and the thrill of hunting when I did. I'm not making an awful lot of sense, but I did enjoy playing when the event was on, so that's another praise. So on to the final section of the video, overall opinions and rating. Like I've just said, it was a pretty fun event to take part in. I did sort of enjoy it. I enjoyed like hunting for the shiny Snivy and Lillipup and Ferroseed while I have in the little time that I have been out for, and when I've been using incensors and that. Like I said, the spawns could have been increased, especially particularly on the incense. Genesect shiny form could have been released for this, especially considering that the legendaries following it and the Ho-Oh that preceded it are also getting their shiny forms. So they should have released Genesect shiny form. But overall though, I think it was a pretty decent grind this event. If I'm going to be honest, I mean, there's a lot they could have done to improve the event, but I don't think that this was the worst event they've ever done. So my overall opinions are, I guess, meh. I'm not like 100% sure whether I liked the event or disliked the event, to be honest with you. So I'm going to give this event an overall rating of 5. Just for that reason, I'm not sure if I like the event or if I dislike the event, but you know, it's been good in a lot of ways and it's been bad in a lot of ways as well. So yeah, I think 5's pretty appropriate. So Sinnoh, Sinnoh celebration event is of course next week. So if I do decide to do more videos on this topic, I will do a video on that as well. And also as well as Match Up Community Day, which I feel should have been Snivy's Community Day, honestly. But if you look in the news section, they did say that if you bought the Kanto event ticket before the 13th of January, you would get both Match Up Community Days and whatever February's Community Day Pokemon is. You would get their Community Day researches for free. So I reckon what they're going for is they're gonna feature the next 2 community days as Kanto Pokemon. And you know what? I might as well just make like a quick prediction. What Pokemon do I think is going to be featured in February? That'll be a bonus section for this video. Since we've got Ghastly, Abra, and now Machop in community days, I think Geodude will be a pretty decent choice for February. I mean, not because I don't have it shiny already, because I already have it shiny, and I think a lot of people do as well. And I do disagree with Niantic rehashing old shinies for community days as well. But if they are talking about featuring Kanto Pokemon for the next 2 community days, I do feel that Geodude would be a pretty decent opportunity to get the 4 trade evolution Pokemon of Gen 1 to have a community day. So, you know, if that's what they want to go for. So, So yeah, that's basically it. This event gets a 5 out of 10 from me. And I think Geodude will be February's community day. So, wish you all best of luck for the Sinnoh event. Hopefully, I do better in that event than I did in this event. And yeah, wish you all luck for shiny hunting, and also wish you all luck for Matchup Community Day next week. So, thanks for watching, everyone. If you agreed with everything I said, let me know in the comments, or if you disagreed, also let me know. And if you want to see more videos like this, you can click that subscribe button if you wish, and then turn bell on so you can be notified when I upload the next video. So, sorry this was a pretty long one. Like I said, I like to be somewhat in depth of what I think. So, apologies for the really long video, but yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully the next video isn't as long. So, thanks for watching. Peace out, and have a nice day. Bye bye.